In a small village surrounded by fields of cracked, dry soil, lived a poor farmer named Ramesh. His hands were rough, his back bent from years of labor, yet his spirit never broke. Every morning before sunrise, he walked to the fields barefoot, not because he wanted to, but because he couldn't afford new shoes. His daughter, Meera, watched him quietly. She was just a child, but her eyes saw more than most adults. She saw her father coming home with empty pockets, yet carrying a smile so his family wouldn't lose hope. She saw him skip meals so she could eat. She saw the pain in his eyes when the rains didn't come and the crops failed. One evening, after another long day in the fields, Ramesh sat on the doorstep, staring at the horizon. Meera sat beside him and asked, "Papa, will things always be like this?" He looked at her, his voice firm but gentle. "Life will give you hardships, Meera, but you can choose either to bow to them or to rise above them." Those words stayed with her. From that day, Meera decided her life would be different. She studied under the dim light of a kerosene lamp every night. When her friends played outside, she stayed with her books. When she didn't understand something, she borrowed old, torn textbooks from anyone who would help. There were days she wanted to give up when her classmates mocked her worn-out uniform, when she couldn't afford exam fees, when hunger gnawed at her stomach. But every time she thought of quitting, she remembered her father's calloused hands and the quiet sacrifices he made. Years passed. Meera earned a scholarship to a city college. It was her first time leaving the village, and the city felt like another world, bright, loud, and fast. She worked part-time jobs to pay her expenses, often studying late into the night. Finally, after years of struggle, she graduated at the top of her class and was offered a high-paying job. The first thing she did was buy her father a new pair of shoes, the ones he never bought for himself. When she returned to the village, people gathered to see her. Ramesh's eyes welled up as he held her hand. "You didn't just rise above hardships, Meera," he said softly. "You carried us with you." That day, Meera realized success was not just about achieving dreams, it was about honoring those who made them possible. And from that dusty little village, the world now knew her name. Meera didn't stop at her own success. She used her earnings to build a small school in the village so no child would have to study under a dim kerosene lamp again. She made sure the fees were free for children of farmers and laborers. Every morning, she would visit the school and see children laughing, learning, and dreaming big dreams they once thought were impossible. Her father, now retired from the fields, often sat under the shade of a neem tree, watching the children run by. And somewhere deep inside, Ramesh knew he hadn't just raised a daughter, he had raised a legacy.